What's up, guys? You're watching Shawn with the Wild. Most of us kind of already know what's happening here. I've got the shelter back here behind me. I'm working on a woodcraft type bodger den over on this side, and over here on this side I'm going to be cleaning out this briar thicket to put a garden in this spring. So today I thought I would do something a little bit different, and so kind of think of it as like a bushcraft self-reliance type of Mythbusters. The first thing I want to check out today is one that I'm pretty sure we have all seen before. I'll stick it like right up here somewhere. And I'm not really checking to see if it will work, because there's no doubt a lot of different variables involved there. You know, was it green wood or seasoned wood, or was it wet wood or dry wood, softwood, hardwood? So there's no doubt that it worked for somebody, but I'm more or less going to be checking to see, you know, what happens, how it works. Do the logs slide? Do they fall? Do they roll? And is it practical? You know, if it does work and it is practical, then I could see this being very handy for a long night stay, you know, in somewhere where it's really cold. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to check it out. Okay, I've already took a little time this morning getting a nice hot bed of coals here to give us the best chance to make this work. I'm going to go ahead and stoke it up one more time. We're going to get to building this thing and just see what happens. Okay guys, I've thrown a very crude version of this thing together. I really didn't take any time to look up angles and height and all that stuff, because a lot of times I think that's kind of what we all do, is see something that looks like a good idea and we don't really take the time to research it before we try it, and it ends up wasting a lot of energy. I did just use some simple lashes on the edge of those. That way I can kind of semi-adjust it. I can pull these in or out, slide it up or down. At least if nothing else, to get, you know, kind of the same angles on both sides. Guys, again, I'm not really checking to see if it actually works or not. There's no doubt in my mind it might have worked for somebody at some point. But like I said, without knowing all the variables, in order for it to be practical to me, it's just going to have to do it with what I had laying around. Now, everything I got is seasoned wood, but some of it's dry, and I'll put those pieces towards the bottom. That way the higher pieces that are wet will still have time to dry out before they get there. And I really don't see this working unless I maybe put a piece along the side to hold the wood up when it comes down, or I think it's just going to smother the fire out. Like I said, I don't really know how it'll work. I'll just have to put a few on and try to adjust these things and see what happens. Yeah, but that's a nice hot bed of coals, so if it's going to work, that should help it. I just wanted to kind of take a quick look inside this thing. Once I move those side supports out and let the wood actually down on the coals, it's kind of burning like it's supposed to. Best I can tell right now, it'd be good to ensure you had coals in the morning. It's not really putting out a bunch of heat because it's not a real big fire. Okay guys, it's already been about an hour and a half since I started this thing. It's looking pretty good so far. I mean, it's kind of burning out the middle, but this camera's about to die, so I'm gonna go do some battery swapping around and stuff, and I'll come back and set some more time lapse up in just a minute. Okay, it's just a little over 2 hours in, and it's starting to burn the second log now. So out of just what we got here, about some, 4-inch stuff, got about 2 hours out of the bottom piece that was on the coals. It's actually doing better than I thought it would. I actually expected the fire to try and climb up the bark, but I don't know why it's not doing that. Okay guys, it's about 6 hours in, and it's pretty much smothered itself out. I mean, there's still a little bit of heat in there, but I really don't think it's enough to start itself back up again. Okay, so I went into this on purpose, not knowing the specifics of how it was done, just to see if it would be practical enough for anybody to throw it up and it'd be useful for some kind of purpose. It does semi kind of work with just the things that I had laying around. I didn't put no special effort into it. I could see using it maybe to keep coals in there like overnight or something. Again, it wasn't putting out a whole lot of heat. I don't know if it'd be practical enough to go around setting these up at every camp outing, just because it doesn't look like it's going to work great, but there's no doubt that it does work some. But it was worth a shot, and now we know. Okay guys, I can kind of rely heavily on the stats for these videos to let me know what you guys like, what kind of content you'd like to see. So if you like this type of content, the Mythbuster type stuff, give it a like, share it, and that'll show up in the stats, and then I'll make more videos like that. Of course, we're not going to stop doing what we've been doing. We're just going to throw some of them in sometimes to kind of break it up a little bit, because to get a good time-lapse video, it takes several weeks of doing that. If you guys kind of have any stuff that you've seen, like maybe on TV, or like you've seen in a post somewhere or something like that, or some of your own ideas, and you want to see me kind of try those out to see if it'll actually work, just drop them in the comments or send a message to the page. That's pretty much all I got for today. I'm Shawn with the Wild. Thank you guys for watching.